We are live with Lunch Break Live. I have the beautiful chef Anu in the kitchen. What are you making today?
So, hi Paige, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
So we're making Buddha bowls, which is like one of my favorite things to make because it's just you can push it to the limit, like whatever you want to do with it, you can just create amazing things. So I'm doing a watermelon radish with citrus greens and mushroom General Tso's chicken and quinoa. It's actually a ginger scented quinoa. So we're taking it to a different level. So
Okay, I'm all for it. Take it away. We're going to watch you step by step, and we're very excited. So it's all yours. Take us through step by step, and I'll hand it over to you.
cool. So I had to, pre-make some of the items, because of time. So the first thing that I did was the quinoa. And I'm going to tell you a cool trick to do before you actually cook the quinoa. So when you wash the quinoa, you have to toast it. You put it on the stovetop with a little bit of olive oil and you toast it for about maybe 5 minutes. Okay, when you do this, your quinoa, Paige, have you ever done this before?
No, I'm taking notes right now.
It gives it like a crunchy texture. It's so amazing. So I did that with the quinoa. Okay, so right now we're going to add the fresh ginger. And I also made a ginger paste. It is so amazing because like most of the ginger paste that you find in the store, they have so much junk in it. So I make mine from scratch. And
I like it. No chemicals, huh? Just all natural.
You see that? You see that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So tell us what's in that.
So it's fresh ginger. I put some lemon juice in it and I blend it up. That's about it. I put a few seasonings in it. I put onion, garlic powder, a few herbs.
Love it.
It's so basic. It's so simple. So right now I'm heating up the pan because I'm going to reheat the quinoa and add the ginger. And I also made a garlic paste.
Ooh.
Have you ever had a Buddha bowl?
You know what? It's funny because my family, I make my own what I call a Rama bowl, and I just add all kinds of goodness in there. I start with some rice on the bottom, and then I just add ingredients like lentils, and then maybe some raw. I'll do some like raw spinach, and and then I'll add some other veggies to it, maybe some tomatoes. So no, I've never had. This is exciting because you can always learn new, and I'm all about that, and that's what we're all about here.
One thing I have to add though is that when I made the quinoa, I did add some seasonings to the water. Like you definitely want to flavor that water. I put onion, garlic, paprika, Italian seasoning, and then a little bit of the brags and a little bit of olive oil. So I pre-seasoned it. So now I'm just going to heat it back up with the ginger paste. Okay. So that's the first part of the Buddha bowl. And I love Buddha bowls because you can actually get like all of the things that you need nutrition wise. Where are my spoons? And it's fun. It's a fun thing. So can you see what I'm doing?
Oh yeah, we can see. We can definitely see. And I want to take a note on the fact that you have some beautiful wooden utensils there. I noticed you have these beautiful coconut bowls, right? They're so beautiful. And that is just,
let me show them off.
Yeah, show them. Yes, everybody, look. These are gorgeous. And they just make eating in those so much more ritualistic in a way, Yeah.
I also do a smoothie, like a fruit smoothie, Buddha bowl, and that, and use the coconut bowls with that. Those are really fun too, because you can just add, fresh coconut on top, strawberries, mangoes, like whatever you want.
Okay, now you are an executive chef. You are in the process of getting your Alchemy certification. Is that right? And you're in the midst of a book completion. Tell us about these wonderful things that you're up to.
So the cookbook is called Plant-Based Alchemy. And essentially, it's reducing anti-nutrients in foods because not all plant-based foods are good for you. You have to, kind of tweak them first before you actually, eat them. So that's what I specialize in, because there are lectins found in certain plants and, vegetables, and you have to reduce those before you eat those. So, I've been working on this book for a very long time. I'm so happy that I am have reached a conclusion with it. It's been a wonderful journey. I've learned so much, doing this cookbook. So I'm excited. But in terms of what I'm doing in school, I'm getting my degree in alternative health and Chinese medicine. So you were kind of right, Paige, with that.
Well, I just find it so fascinating. I don't know how you have time because you're busy with your daughter and all the other things you're doing on Clubhouse and on your social media as well. But I'm very fascinated. So you're saying that so tell us a little bit about what you mean by alchemy and being an alchemist.
Okay. So essentially, it's like with my clients, I show them it's like you can transform your life. Alchemy is about transformation, right? So in terms of using it in a plant-based diet, it's like you can essentially transform your life, by doing certain things, to improve, your health, to get optimum health. Like that's magic to me. That's like, like to have that power. Some people feel like they're helpless. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start because it can be a little confusing because there's so many diets out there. There's so many things that, people are pushing on you, so essentially, I just help people add other healing modalities, into what they're doing because eating whole food, plant-based foods, like that's great. That's wonderful. It's just not enough. Like you also have to incorporate other things, in your life to have a well-balanced life. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. And you know what Tom is asking? He's one of our regulars. Is that like Ayurvedic medicine? Do you know? Can you tell us the difference?
I didn't hear the first part of the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Is alchemy like Ayurvedic medicine?
So alchemy is not necessarily. It's not an established, thing. Like. It's not like a lot of people are not necessarily like doing it because there's no kind of like guide to it, I created my own kind of guide, and program, because, I've been plant-based my entire life, my parents were plant-based, so I was plant-based. So, they taught me a lot. Like I was exposed to so much, as a child in terms of like, Qigong, meditation, like it was so different, but so amazing because it's like now I can use those things, and incorporate it with what I'm doing now. So I'm just adding a little paprika because I want a little color.
That's a beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so you add some of that paprika. Now you also said that you use your influences from your roots of Panama and other international flavors from around the world into your food dishes from dysphoria. Say more about that. You were raised in Brooklyn, New York. Is that right?
That's right. Brooklyn, New York. Sorry, I'm gonna have to clean that radish. It fell.
No worries. And Sebek says, "Hi, greetings, chef."
Hey, that's my partner in crime.
That's right. I love it. Hi, Sebek.
As well. I love him. So essentially, I get kind of bored with food, like the same kinds of food, like that you see, when you go to restaurants, so I really look and see and like, what are like indigenous people eating, like I like to, I love history. So, I do a lot of research in terms of like what they're eating. And then I try and, make my own version with that, plant-based.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It's just,
Inspirational. And you chef for others, right? You're an executive chef for other people. How did they find out about you? How does that work?
so that was like catering companies, restaurants. I'm kind of like done with that. I feel like I've put in my hours. You know, I've been doing this for over 10 years. Like when I moved to DC, I was an executive chef at a catering company, and it was amazing. But you know, I'm getting older. You know, my knees don't work. You know, like how they used to. Neither do my hips.
I hear you.
Well, as soon as you turn 30, things just start breaking down.
Right.
So, all right, that's done. We're gonna do the mushrooms now. So yeah, so right now, so after that, I became a chef instructor for Common Threads. So Common Threads is a nonprofit where we teach children, you know, culinary skills and teach them about health and nutrition. I still do that, but I'm an independent contractor, so I do that when I want to. Because right now I'm just focusing on my catering company. That's like, you know, my catering company and also my cookbook, which is done. It's just doing the final touches on that one. So.
Oh, sounds great. Now, what kind of mushrooms are we putting in this today?
These are oyster mushrooms.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna batter them and fry them because for me, like the purpose of like a Buddha bowl is to, you know, taste the flavors of the ingredients. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not about what to take the water out of these. Yeah. I didn't want, you know, I want to do something healthy with it. So I'm just going to, you know, lightly saute them. And the thing with mushrooms, you need a lot of water. So you definitely want to get that water out, you know, before you put them in the pan, unless it's not going to saute properly. So.
Okay, now, do you have anything in the pan when you put them in there? Are you putting a little oil? Are you using the cast iron? How do you get them so they don't stick?
So I'm using a little olive oil. I use olive oil and coconut oil. Those are the only two that I use. You know, you want to stay away from like the canola, vegetable, you know, all those, you know, those are, you know, not the oils, you know, we call them the bad oils. So stay away from those. They call
I love it.
I'm actually going to put this on the first flame because I really want to get them brown.
Okay, y'all, take a look at the turquoise pop of colors throughout Anu's kitchen. Oh my, so vibrant, love it. And we were talking about those plants that are in your kitchen. Look at those. They are happy.
You know, in terms of, you know, just like why, like a lot of color for me it's calming, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. She's asking me for an icy.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi.
What is this you have here? This is your grinder. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's just black pepper.
All right.
Yeah. I have a problem. I was at TJ Maxx yesterday and I bought out the store.
Yeah, those stores like that, those are fun. Those are fun to find finds. You know, you're finding bargains and those are, good one. All right, so if you're just joining us, everybody, we are on Lunch Break Live. We're a daily show from 12:30 to 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Daylight Time. And we're coming to you from Brooklyn, New York with Chef Anu, who has an incredible new book coming out soon, Plant-Based Alchemy. I can't wait for that drop. That is going to be exciting. And we have a beautiful, let's see. These are the mushrooms that are in there. These are I'll let you take it away. What you making there? Yeah.
It's just getting brown right now. I pre-baked so the sauce is done already. You know, because we don't have that much time. But, you know, you asked me to put the recipe down, you know, on the website when we're done.
Yeah.
So get all this, you know, when you go to the website.
Yeah, we're going to have all those details, everybody, and a story about Chef Anu as well. So you and I met in Clubhouse. Those of you that are Clubhousers, they're going to be opening it up to everybody before you know it. A lot of great content in there. What have you been enjoying most lately in your life, Chef Anu?
Just being alive, like I try not to complain about things, because I have another opportunity, another day to, reach my goals, to, enjoy my life, It's like a lot of people suffering out there. So I'm just grateful to be here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. I appreciate that. And, I'm so grateful that we can reach over and bring voice to someone that I wouldn't necessarily be able to do the show because you're in Brooklyn and I'm in California.
Well,
And
I'm in DC.
Oh, you're in DC. Okay. So, this opportunity that we're able to have this fun show together. Let me pop in and say hi to everybody. Hey, everyone. And we have some mushrooms on the burner and making a savory Buddha bowl, y'all. That's what's happening here today. I'm going to give this back to you. What's our next step?
So right now I'm just adding some parsley. Let me get my cutting board and some red cabbage to go with the quinoa.
Ooh, red cabbage. Eat the rainbow. Get as many colors as you can into your foods.
I try to just find like anything that has a lot of color, anything that's interesting looking. Like, I just love it.
Yeah. So we have. Go ahead. We have Emiliano who's watching with us, and Tom, Tina. These are some of our regulars. Victor, welcome. And also a shout out to Sebek, who has said hello. Sounds delicious. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, where can people find you and where will they find your book?
So it's going to be on Amazon. It's also going to be on my website. And then my father, he has a publishing company, so it's going to go on his website as well. So once it's done, like I'll send out all that information, so that you can find it.
Fantastic. And it's called Plant-Based Alchemy. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So what was some of your inspirations growing up in the kitchen? Tell us about that.
Inspirations growing up in the kitchen. Well, my mom had a restaurant, so that's how I started. I started cooking in her restaurant. I was like, I want to say like 11, 12. And like, it just became a passion. Like, I love doing what I do, but I had to, change how I was doing it because, being plant-based, being vegan, there's so many different, processed things, and that's why my cookbook took so long because, I finished the cookbook, but it was a lot of like processed, vegan foods. And I decided like I did not want to go that route. You know what I mean, Paige?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Exactly. Like sticking more to the whole foods plant-based, the whole foods of it, not shopping at Whole Foods per se, but just the wholeness food in its wholeness. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like as a chef, you're trained, to make sure that the flavor is right, the texture, taking different components and bringing them together to create, something that is enjoyable. It's all about taste. You know what I mean? Health is not a main focus when you're, becoming a chef. They have a few things, but that's not the focus. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I felt like it was my responsibility to, change the cookbook. Even though I had finished it, I was done to change it, and I'm glad that I did. Because I feel like I have a moral responsibility to make sure that people are getting the right, nutrients, in their food. Like I can make things taste good, but I can also make them healthy as well. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. We need that more and more for sure. And I really appreciate what you're saying. So, in other words, being vegan doesn't necessarily mean healthy. So, you got to take on the health and wellness aspect. And that's what you're bringing to the high vibrational foods that you cook, and obviously the classes that you teach, and all the beautiful lives that you do on your Instagram and other places that people can find you on your website as well. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know a secret page?
Oh, okay. Everybody, you listening? We got a secret. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I don't go live on Instagram. I'm going to start though.
Oh, let's do it. Yeah. In fact, if you want to pull up your phone, we can do some live right now if you want. It's up to you.
Right. We're almost done here.
Okay, great. Everybody, we are having a delicious savory Buddha bowl made with General Tso's mushroom, quote unquote chicken, ginger sesame quinoa, and refreshing watermelon radish salad, y'all. This is a unique aspect, a unique lunch break live today. That's the purple cabbage. I just love that purple cabbage. I just put it in for color in my salads, just to kind of get that in there. Some people will use it for their quote unquote cold slaw, making their plant-based cold slaw. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For me, I feel like when I cook with a lot of color, like people just seem to enjoy it more. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
It just makes them happy. So
I love it. I love it. Okay, y'all. So guess what? What other questions do you have for Chef Anu? And Chef Anu, what would you like the viewers to know going forward for the future?
Well, I guess we can look at the questions and then. Are there any questions?
Well, you know what? I think people always want to know where your vegan journey came from. And then I guess I want to know actually, what is your favorite meals to make? Definitely, I'm sure this is one of them, but what are some of the others that you enjoy making?
Paige, when people ask me this question, I always chuckle because like when you make so many different types of dishes, international, like a passion of mine is like, creating foods, through the African diaspora, and making that plant-based. It is so hard to just, pick one. It's so hard. I would have to say, such a hard question. Okay, I'm gonna say my ital soup because I love making that because it kind of got a cult following. Like people were obsessed with it, and they just loved it. So the ital soup is made out of like yellow split peas, corn, okra, lots of herbs, spices, Caribbean, herbs and spices. It's just an amazing soup, I also put dumplings in it, so.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, how do you spell that? So I can put it in here,
ITAL.
Okay, ITAL, Atal. Okay. So Beck wants to know, what is your must-have kitchen appliance? What would you say? It's a good one.
Have you seen my kitchen? I have all the appliances.
What would you say for somebody who's new, who's transitioning to plant-based? What would be your go-to?
So, okay, one of the things you have to look out for is, getting a pan that does not have aluminum in it, right?
Yes.
That is like, I always tell people, because, they ask me like, what kind of excuse me, they say, what kind of, pot pan set should I get? I'm like, get what you want. Just make sure there's no aluminum in it. You know what I mean? Like aluminum, you do not want that. And aluminum, they put that in a lot of the, pans, like at the bottom. So
yeah. And that leaks out. It's not good for your vibration. It's not healthy for your body to have that aluminum in it. Yes, I 100% agree. So make sure to look out for that. And then what is your favorite kitchen appliance? Like your favorite over there? It looks like you have a lot, but what's your favorite?
I'll just show you. These are my babies.
Okay.
And then I have these are my other babies.
Oh, those are so pretty.
Yeah, I feel like having those things, it makes cooking. It's like I cook every day, all day. You know what I mean? So I want to be in a place that just, that's just beautiful and just, you know what I mean, Paige?
I do.
The environment has to be right. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, totally. I mean, I got to have the whole kitchen's got to be spotless before I get going. Got to put on some music, kind of get the lighting going. I kind of got to get the mood, set everything out, and then I'll start cooking. I don't just get to it. I got to kind of get into it. Fix myself a beverage, whatever my favorite is. And then I'm feeling like, okay, now I can cook.
I have that. So right now I made a sesame ginger vinaigrette. So I'm just adding that to the red cabbage,
Yeah. Perfect.
And then I have sesame oil, olive oil, apple cider vinegar, herbs, spices. It's really good. It's really good. And I think I'm done. I'm going to start to create the bowl.
Okay. And she's using these beautiful coconut bowls here, right? From the coconut shells. Gotta love it. Emiliano, where are you coming in from? And Tom from Chicago. We got Tina, Victor, and you as well. Welcome everybody to Lunch Break Live. We are making a delicious savory Buddha bowl with Chef Anu out of DC, Washington, DC today. Look at that plant, and that planter is so cute. You can see the little pops of color here in her beautiful kitchen. Your environment is essential. Make it exciting and enjoyable to cook in, and that'll definitely inspire you in the kitchen. That sounds like that's probably part of what your motto is in life. Well, I don't know. I don't want to guess. You tell us.
What was that, Paige?
What would you say your motto in life is as far as cooking goes?
Does it have to be cooking related?
No, not at all.
Because like the one thing is like working in a kitchen, like chefs have like a bad reputation for just being hot-headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've encountered, a few where it's just like, for me, like my motto in life is to always be kind, like no matter what, be kind. And I live by that. I stand by that. You know what I mean? Like unconditional love, even if you don't like the person, you know what I mean? Like that's healing for you. So, just being in the kitchen, I need a plate for this. Just being in the kitchen, just really helped me, just apply that to my life, because I was just seeing so much of, you don't even want to know, Paige.
Well, I remember seeing that movie called Chef, and I was shocked. Honestly, I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot of heat in there in the kitchen."
I've had a ketchup bottle thrown at me before.
What? Oh my goodness!
I was like, "You lucky I'm working on my peace and my spirituality." Okay.
Yeah. Are those the radishes you're working with now?
Yes.
Okay. That looks like a pretty cool gadget you got there. Is that a peeler of some sort?
It's a mandolin.
Okay. Mandolin. Right. Okay. I am not a chef by trade. I have to say, I'm going to defer to you and your 10 years of power and knowledge and experience. I've been learning from the chefs here on Lunch Break Live. It's been a lot of fun. We are a daily show. We do bring these recipes over to our website, everybody. You're going to want to head over to janeunchained.com, and then you'll be able to type in Chef Anu and find her recipe. It'll pop up. It'll be great within 48 hours. We also have a ton of recipes up there with the people's shows embedded, so you can share it out from there. It's a lot of fun. This has been amazing. Wow. It looks like she's layering in the quinoa. Yeah. And tell me about General Tso's mushrooms. What does that mean?
So it's the sauce. The sauce. You know, it's Asian inspired, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's for me. And it's for me, like, I added a few other things to it, so it might not even be that. It started off as that, and then I started going crazy with putting other stuff in it. So I'm just going to call it Chef Anu sauce, because I definitely changed a lot when I was doing it. I just want to show you this. These are citrus splash. Do you see these greens?
Oh, yeah. Those are vibrant. Look at those.
I love it. You know, I found these. It's a mixture of, different greens. I love it.
And it looks like you're just layering in your bowl. Yeah. So you've got the greens in there, the mushrooms in there, the quinoa in there, and the sauce. Is that right?
Well, right now I just have the quinoa, and I'm adding the greens.
And how long did the mushrooms cook on the burner, would you say?
I wasn't paying attention, but but from experience, they were probably on the stove for about maybe 3 minutes or so.
Okay, good, because we don't want to overcook them, right?
No, and I might have overcooked them a little bit, but it's all good.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just building the bowl, and you can do anything with this Buddha bowl. Like Chef Sesame, he loves chickpeas. We laugh all the time. And you definitely make like a nice Mediterranean like chickpea bowl, make a nice, tahini sauce to go with it. Like couscous. Like you can pretty much do whatever you want. That's what I was talking about earlier in terms of just like, using your imagination to just, build a Buddha bowl. Like, I love it.
Nice. All right. Well, we are live on Lunch Break Live. This is Chef Anu. And tell us, where do they find your website? How can they find you on your website?
So I have so many different companies. So right now, the website that I'm going to have to change it. But right now, my website is A Tribe Called Sesh. That's my catering company. But I'm going to change it to Chef Anu and just have my other companies in that website. But you can still visit A Tribe Called Sesh.
Okay, great. I'm also going to put in here on Instagram how they can find you is at Chef Anu. Fantastic. Y'all can head over there as well. Love it. And terrific.
Okay, and we're done. That wasn't too long, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think we're making it in the 30-minute mark here. Those of you that are watching live, you can find Chef Anu on Instagram at Chef Anu. And oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. Look at those colors, everybody. Wow, beautiful. Gorgeous.
It doesn't take long to make, it's really, and you're getting all your nutrients, just keep it fresh, keep it light, so.
There it is, everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming on Lunch Break Live with us today and making this gorgeous bowl. What a pleasure. Thanks for spending the time with us, everybody who's been watching. And again, yeah. What's that?
I got the mushroom.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to add the mushroom in there. No worries. No worries. And Sesame says, that looks amazing. Great job, chef. That's right. Hats off to you. And again, this is Paige Parsons Roach watching live here. We're so thankful that you joined us today. We come to you live every day at 12:30, 7 days a week, rain or shine, holiday or not. We love featuring chefs. So if you're a chef out there and you're vegan, you're bringing it in, reach out. Please reach out to me. You can reach out on @JaneUnchained, Instagram, or Paige Parsons Roach. I'm all over too. So, wait, let me get it back to you for a final shot. Gorgeous, beautiful, colorful, savory scrumptiousness. Look at that. Healthy and full of alchemy.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us here on Lunch Break Live, everybody. We will see you next time. Again, please look up Chef Anu, and we'll put in the link to her Facebook and her Instagram, as well as her website, y'all. So, last words with you, Chef Anu. Last words with you. Take it away.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Like, this was really, I really enjoyed this. I hope we can do this again. So thank you. I appreciate it.
We'd love to have you back. Thank you again, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Head on over to the website, find more delicious recipes, including Chef Anu's recipe. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you here on Jane Unchained, JaneUnchained.com. Bye.
Bye, guys.